Obviously, I'm going for monkeyfish.
Do I have a choice?
No. I stole it.
Oh, Pendulous breast herself.
Chasing through a cave. I know you do outside.
And we're going to talk how long you are at... Hey, everybody, and welcome to Monsters Lounge. Just making sure everything was in order. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Tressa.
Yes, you are, Tressa. Oh, we are just our big old faces right here.
Yep, get used to it.
I can't.
Tough.
Oh, unfortunate. Tressa, what you been watching on TikToks?
Well, I was trying to get into it earlier, and you told me to shut up, but, hey.
What's new and strange on TikTok this week? Ghosts and shadows that make your heart beat. Videos that twist and bend your mind. Secrets in the frame that you gotta find.
I really don't like it, but listen, I really don't.
I just said how serious you look. Please.
So, as I was mentioning earlier, it's not my algorithm. It's something I'm specifically seeking out on TikTok and watching right now is DIY Botox because, good God, this forehead. Listen, women on TikTok, because I've not seen men do it, they're ordering Botox from overseas and doing it at home and like getting the map on like TikTok or like where I don't know where they're getting the map on their face. But I figure, what if I just like slam a can on the ground of like, I don't know, chili or something, and then I inject that into my forehead? What do you think? I feel like it's the same thing, right?
I'm so intrigued by all of I'm so intrigued and equally horrified by all of these things because, like, one, you're poking stuff into your face. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're just kind of guessing at where this stuff goes.
No, there's a map.
Because, no one can tell when it goes horrifically wrong.
Until it does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's my fun journey to TikTok.
That's been great. I've been obsessed with Court Cam TV.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fantastic.
So listen, it's a show, and I don't know how recent any of these things are because, of course, I'm watching it on like Disney Plus, so I can binge watch it. Not only am I watching it, but I'm binge watching it.
Sure.
And it's these wild cases, and sometimes not so wild, of just what people do in court and how the judges react.
See, when you were talking about this, I assumed you meant you were like watching live streams on YouTube or something, but it's an actual show?
It's a show, and it's like, it's like Paranormal Caught on Camera, right? So it's like these wild things that happen, but it's within the context of a courtroom. But then they actually, they discuss a little bit of the cases too, like they kind of give like the precursor. And the thing is, like, there'll be these horrible, horrible crimes. Like, it'll be like, somebody was busted shoplifting and she got 30 days and whatever. And then it'll be like this horrible... No, then it'll like slide in with this horrible murder, and you're like, whoa!
Transition, please.
Like, there was no reason for you to just surprise that in there. Like, no reason whatsoever.
Oh, that's a hard one. That's abrasive. Abrasive?
It's very abrasive, but I can't stop watching, or rather listening, because I just have it on in the background. But sometimes I'm like, who's that sassy judge? Where do they?
We love a sassy judge.
Love a sassy judge. It's good. Love a judge that understands. Also, love a judge that just tells everybody to shut up.
Yes. And listen,
favorite.
2 of my favorite words in the English language. More people
You
should say it
love
more
them.
often.
Well, you say it plenty to me for everyone.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Jenny, what are we doing today?
I am, believe it or not, excited tonight because
What?
I know.
You're never excited. You're
I'm
always like,
never
"Oh,
excited."
I hate being here. I'm Jenny.
I do. This is a pretty good impersonation.
Thank you.
I like
I've been
that.
working on it.
I say that a lot. I'm Jenny. People are listening to this.
No, they
Anyway, what we're doing and what I'm so excited about is we have the 3rd Tabloid Terror installment of the Weekly World News.
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
We
more
have
time.
the 3rd Tabloid Terror Weekly World News episode. Air horn, air horn, air horn.
That's right, Jenny. We're doing Weekly World News, Tabloid Terror, 3rd installment right now. Let's get into it, unless you have something else you want to talk about.
No, I have nothing else.
Okay.
I have nothing else. Do you want to go with the first article, or as per my weird layout that I send you?
Yeah,
before
we
the
should
show, I
just
can
do the layout that I
Yeah, that makes sense. I always like to
Yeah.
throw a wrench in there, just because I feel like that's fun live.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I knew you'd like it. So let me go over here and show you the article.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Oh, yeah. But we know I love a good ocean story.
we do know
especially
that.
If it involves sea monsters. Deadly monsters devour ships in the mysterious Demon Sea. A frantic search is underway for a pack of marauding sea demons blamed for the savage destruction of huge ships. What?
What? Can we pull up the definition of marauding? That seems like it's a little bit flowery for sea demons to be doing. Am I
I'm
wrong?
reading, but I would be, I'd be happy. What do you think marauding is?
I don't know.
Out
Something
of
pirates do.
curiosity.
I don't know. Pillaging and I don't.
Yeah, so I don't know how that equates. It's not like a stage play. They're not, it's just not a musical happening while they're doing it.
Can you prove this?
I cannot.
All right then.
I cannot. Oh, good.
Sorry. Continue.
Mm-hmm. All right. Marauding sea demons blamed for savage destruction of huge ships and the merciless slaughter of countless terrified sailors. Seamen say the vicious beasts with jaws of steel have turned a broad expanse of the Pacific Ocean into another ship-eating horror like the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Desperate Japanese authorities have begun a probe of the deadly depths of that frightened mariners called the Ma no
Why?
Kai. What?
Why?
What do you mean, why? That's what the article's about. You find out in like a minute.
They're afraid of sea demons?
Yeah. You find
Okay.
out in the article. Do you know how this works?
You're welcome.
I'm not sure. Let me continue.
Oh,
and
okay.
then and we'll find out. We want to find out what is out there. Said Susami Miki of the Japanese Transport Ministry. Ships are being destroyed, mysteriously destroyed. We want to save them if we can. An untold number of giant vessels have met their doom in the horrifying Demon Sea, including 5 ill-fated ships lost in the past few months alone.
How do they not know an untold? Do they not have records to see what number of ships have been lost to sea demons? They don't keep track of that.
I think that it's in the Sea Demon Registry. I think And what they're discussing there is like, who knows how many ships, because that particular area goes back so far. People have been sailing in that area for eons, and they just don't know. They just don't know.
I'm just here to ask the stupid questions. Go ahead.
I understand. It's really because Google was not around in 1981.
How do they do things then? That doesn't make sense.
We had libraries.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. That's unsurprising. Not because you can't read, but because you don't like to.
I refuse to.
That would be part of it, yeah. When the freighter, the Marcona Trader, began to sink without warning in the icy waters off central Japan, startled crewmen frowned to their horror that a gaping hole had been gnawed in the steel bow of their 40,000-ton ship. It would take the meanest, most powerful creature ever known to chew off something that big, cried a horrified sailor after rescuers towed the crippled ship to port.
Okay,
maybe
we're gonna
it was
just
a whole school of them. I don't know.
I feel like
I know I'll never go out there again.
Well, fair. But also, come on, you don't know. Maybe they thought that they were feeding their children. Like when some mother steals a loaf of bread to feed their children. You don't know that they're mean. Maybe they're just trying to get food.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like there's a shortage
of boats to eat for
right.
sea demons.
The Marcona Trader was lucky, though. It was only one out of it is the only one of the Ferocious Beast's latest victims to ever make it back to shore. The Yugoslavian freighter Dunjov disappeared without a trace in the Demon Sea. The 35 luckless men aboard were never heard from again. Just 6 days later, unseen forces in the same area wiped the gigantic Greek freighter Antiparos off the face of the earth. Like the Dunjov, the Antiparos was ravaged so quickly that its crews had no chance to radio an alarm. Both ships and its 36 crew members vanished.
Hey, is this related to the picture that's in that article?
It is. And wait, let's make sure that we're pulling up the right picture here from the article.
Wow.
This is the Marcona Trader.
And that one made it back somehow.
That one made it back. And I can tell you how it made it back after the end of the article.
Oh.
I know.
Because that's my question, because you ain't sailing like that.
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
No, you're not getting back to shore. Not even a little bit of the way. Are you getting back to shore?
No.
The deadly, elusive monsters roaming the Demon Sea ripped off the bow of the Japanese ore carrier, the Maru, sending the 34,000-ton ship plummeting to the ocean floor. Rescuers said the vessel's dazed but uninjured mariners swore the ship had been slashed apart by a beast with saber-like teeth. Crewmen of the 16,000-ton Greek, they're really obsessed with letting you know how much these guys weigh.
How many tons? Yeah.
Yeah, how many tons are happening.
Fat shaming all those ships.
Yeah. This one never got a chance to tell their tale. All 29 of the hapless sailors disappeared when the horrendous inhabitants of the Demon Sea tore their ships to bits. Courageous sailors have been meeting untimely death in those churning gray waters of the Pacific Ocean for more than 2 decades, but it took this recent outbreak of unrestrained savagery to spur Japanese officials into taking some action. They plan to spend more than $1 million in the next year alone as they launch their massive search for the crazed creatures off their coast. As part of the desperate hunt, an astounding 40-ton, there it is, a 40-ton robot will be cast into the death-dealing water to probe its mysteries.
Is it a mech? A 40-ton robot? Is it like Pacific Rim or my favorite, more preferred one, Atlantic Rim, with giant mechs? They're going to go retrieve it, controlled by people and their psychic powers.
That might be one of the only times that an asylum movie has really outdone Hollywood blockbuster.
Disagree. There have been many times. Disagree. Titanic 2, shut your mouth.
At long last, it's time to end this terror, said a transport ministry official. The damage to the Marcona trader proves beyond a shadow of doubt that there is some sort of monstrous beast in those dreadful waters. Now, so the first ship in question, this is a different picture from a different paper because, we looked into these articles this time.
Yeah, we did.
Looked into them. We sourced the internet webs and looked for actual facts in here. And so this was a picture from an actual, well, I wouldn't say actual because this one's, anyway, from another news source with the damage done. And this particular ship had a sister ship. Sometimes ships are built in like 2s and 3s. It's like the Titanic had the Britannica and another ship. I don't remember what it was, but they're all kind of built along the same schematics and usually launched around the same time. So it's
the same mother.
Yes, was very close by, and so was able to go and sort of tow the rest of the boat back. So that's the only reason why they have it.
Even that is like half the boat is gone.
Yeah,
okay, like a third of the boat.
Yeah.
How do you even tow that?
I think it was like 20 feet by 80 feet of the actual, 8 by 28 foot hole, which is insane.
That is more remarkable to me that they were able to like salvage that than the actual sea demon.
Right.
Because that's fake.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Maybe not obviously. But so this is a real place, this Demon Sea in Japan. It's also known as a Dragon's Triangle, which is a fantastic name.
Yeah, it is.
And it's
sounds dirty.
Yeah, it totally does. It's south of Tokyo, and it has a reputation for unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. So the folklore says that this area has been considered dangerous for as long as there have been people there, linked to myths of sea demons, dragon-like creatures, and phenomena like a sea spirit that can capsize ships. Yeah, so the Marona trader was a Liberian registered cargo carrier. All of the ships that were mentioned in the article actually sank or were crippled in some way by
saber-like teeth,
something. So they can't really say for sure. Like a lot of them, because some of them they just disappeared and they can't find them. Well, so it's very similar to the Bermuda Triangle in that way.
That's neat.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting because I didn't know about this particular area. Also, what do we have with the triangles? Like, why is everything like? I'd really like a Florida rhombus, like
dodecahedron.
Yeah,
is that even a word? I feel like I just made that up.
No, it's definitely a word. I can't tell you what it means.
Because, no.
Geometry. But 10. I feel like 10's in there. It's like, isn't that the whatchamacallit, the D&D like cube thingy?
Dice?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
With like
Have you been feeling called to explore your intuitive gifts and deepen your spiritual practice? Then Pathways to Spirit was created for you. Sarah Lemos has been teaching Pathways to Spirit for over 16 years. And in that time, she's watched hundreds of students grow into their gifts with confidence and clarity. This isn't just about learning tools. It's about understanding how your energy works and how to use it with intention. Over 6 months, you'll learn about your own intuitive abilities and how they show up, along with many esoteric tools and practices to help explore your potential. But this course is about more than just learning. It's about embracing your sensitivity and living your best life. Register now at mediumsarahlemos.com while there's still space. It's time to uncover your gifts and abilities. Are you ready to join this extraordinary journey?
Okay. See, listen. First of all, it is a real word. Now, if somebody can tell me if that's the dice that is used for the whatchamacallit, like the board games, like with the magic and the
Jeni,
what?
Real quick,
What?
read the chat comment, so people that are listening know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. I know what a library is. All right.
So Jeanette Hapke says,
"Yep, see, Lisa Simpson with the dodecahedron." We're taking a complete right on this conversation, but
I think
come about the dodecahedron.
Yeah, I think anything smart that I know about is probably from The Simpsons, specifically from the 90s. So that makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
And I know of it. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Oh, it was one of Lisa's first words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Excellent.
She's a smarty pants nerd.
Just a smarty pants nerd. All right.
Hey,
so
Jenny.
this thing is real and it's fascinating, and I hope that we find more mysterious
Do you think
areas
it's
of the world. But can we please stop making them triangles? Because that would be cool.
Why?
Because we already have
But
a lot.
triangles.
No,
Yeah,
we
but
already have a lot. We've got like 3.
yeah, but and how many
Tell me
sides
when
does a
you
triangle have? How many sides does it?
3. I know it's a big conspiracy. You're really onto something. You know where you should go to check
They're
that
wide
out?
open, Jenny.
The library.
I don't know what that is. Jenny,
Yes, Tressa.
are you ready? Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, do you think it's Megalodon, the thing with the saber teeth?
No, because Megalodon doesn't really seem to want to eat ships.
You don't know that? Maybe in that area of the planet it does because they're tastier.
Maybe it's lacking iron.
Oh. Hey,
I
guess
put
what?
my arms up and they disappeared.
Death strikes from space. I'm reading now.
Okay.
Okay. Police probe savage murder, and their prime suspect is renegade UFO.
How do they know it's a renegade?
It was a big fan of that show in the 80s never mind. Anyway, worried police have thrown a tight security blanket around what could be the first interstellar murder case in history and the most bizarre UFO mystery of all time. The news is all caps, has learned that a police officer under hypnosis recalled seeing a flying saucer in the area of Todmorden, England, where the body of a missing Polish immigrant, Zygmunt Adamski, was found.
Oh.
It is quite the most mysterious death I have investigated in 12 years. Settle down, English guy, said West Yorkshire coroner James Trimble. Yes?
Wait. Did the coroner say settle down to the police officer?
That was just my note because he talked super Englishy and it was hard to read because I don't talk like that. So, says, wait, come on. Oh, I lost my space.
Oh, no. I believe you were right at the part where they were going to describe the murder itself. The body itself. Right after the name. Somewhat after the name.
Okay. It is quite the most mysterious death I have investigated in 12 years. Settle down, English guy. said West Yorkshire coroner James Turnbull. The 56-year-old victim, who escaped Nazi Germany and served in the Polish army during World War II, apparently died of a heart attack brought on by shock, said pathologist Dr. Alan Foster, a consultant.
To go through and like survive Nazi Germany, and also, do we really think that the UFO is going to be the thing that's going to give him the heart attack? I object.
Yeah. Well,
I
listen.
object.
Okay. You're seeing something otherworldly. Maybe he had a bad heart to begin with. Who knows? We don't know.
After seeing like Nazi Germany, you'd be like,
Well, he
what's
left
next?
before that got bad. He was like,
Okay.
don't make me make up stuff. Oh, and also, the consultant pathologist was also named Adamski, who lived quietly with his wife, Lottie, in Tingley, 5 miles from Todmorden, had been missing for 5 days before his body was found lying on top of a 15-foot high pile of coal. The discovery, 15 feet. I don't know what a pile of coal looks like, though.
I'm imagining
Is it
it's
like
just a pile of rocks, right? Like, is coal
Sure,
not
but like,
rock-like
is it
appearance?
pointy? Is it like a huge mound? Is it like a hill? Is
It
it
would be
easy
like
to
a
climb
hill.
up?
A hill. Like, have you ever seen like cement factories at all? Like, they have like the gravel, or like outside of construction. I'm imagining something along those lines. What?
My father was a bricklayer and built foundations to houses. Yes, I've seen cement factories.
Then what are you asking?
They're not made out of coal. I don't know what a pile of coal looks like that's 15 feet.
Coal looks similar to rocks, right? They're like black, shiny rocks, pretty much.
Shiny? I don't know. I'm gonna take your word for it.
All right.
The discovery was made by Trevor Parker, a 25-year-old lorry driver with a local coal yard. He told the news, "I had made the last delivery of the day." Oh, by the way, this is a long quote for him, so buckle up. "I had made the last delivery of the day. The body was just lying there in plain sight. I didn't know if the man was dead or alive. It gave me a terrible fright, so I called the police and an ambulance. I didn't want to be out there by myself. I was scared, and the body gave me a very eerie feeling. I have no idea how the man got in the yard, but I can tell you one thing for absolute certain. There was no body on that coal pile when I loaded my truck earlier."
Oh.
Adamski's death would have caused hardly a ripple, even in this quiet little hamlet nestling in Pennings, had it not been for the strange burns on his neck and head. But there were nagging... there were strange burns. And not just strange burns, Jenny, but buckle up again. Buckle up twice.
I'm
there's-
so fully buckled.
Yeah. Good, because this is going to be a roller coaster.
All right, I'm ready.
We'll get into it. But there were nagging questions which police and experts have been unable to answer. How did Adamski come to be in Todmorden? How did he get on top of the 15-foot coal pile? The only marks on his body were the neck and head burns, and his hair and clothes appeared to have been cut in a rough manner. Rough, Jenny. Medical experts say the burns, which were covered by a strange ointment, the strange ointment is what gets me. The strange ointment were not of earthly origin. Police launched a full, yes.
See, here's what gets me. They saw all of these things, and then they were like, heart attack.
Well,
Heart attack from shock.
well,
Nothing
what-
else. Nothing like, hey, maybe the guy died from burns or this weird slime that they found on him.
Well, I assume they did an autopsy that showed that he had a heart attack. They wouldn't just say heart attack.
It's like a lot of
A little funny business.
little funny business.
Okay. Police launched a full-scale investigation, and the Home Office asked pathologists to carry out tests in an effort to find some clue to his terrible death. They learned little. Adamski, I don't like saying that name, was retired, a family man who liked to gamble, and who doesn't, and had no enemies. The probe was picked up by UFO investigators in Great Britain, who were already probing several sightings in the area. Listen, one of them, a police officer who refused to identify the officers because of their work, discussed the case with the news. He said the constable who had earlier agreed to be questioned under hypnosis by investigators. Let me speed up this god darn teleprompter.
It's just good. I like how it's like, and the investigator who agreed to be investigated under hypnosis. Then
Let's
was
go, let's go, let's
investigated
go, let's
by
go.
the investigator.
I told you this is a long article.
Is that there was an investigation.
Investigation.
of
Yeah,
the
that's correct.
investigator.
That's right. While in a deep trance, the officer recalled seeing some sort of alien space vehicle hovering over the courtyard only a few hours before Adamski's lifeless body was found in the Parker yard. Do you have something to say, Jenny? Do you have? Is there?
It's such strange phrasing, and it's like half of why I love the Weekly World News so much is because of the phrasing, like space vehicle.
Space vehicle. Well, that was an actual quote, so
We weren't sure if it was a space bus or a space sedan, but we do know it was some sort of vehicle.
Right. That's correct.
Okay.
Although police are not admitting it publicly, police are seriously studying this possibility with the UFO sighting. The Adamski case, Trumbull said, was one of the strangest I have ever encountered. He admitted the wounds caused Adamski's burns, which defied all explanation. I cannot believe that all stories about UFO reports in the Todmorden area for the past 12 months are going round through free will. Wait, what? Anyway, Dr. Ellen Godfrey, another officer at the same station, said the police were in close contact with the Ministry of Defense and the Council of the Third Kind. The Council of the Third Kind. There is no obvious explanation for Adamski's death. It would seem he was simply dumped, the officer added. There probably should have been a pause before that last sentence, but yeah. I guess I should look at that article now. You know what? Actually, this article didn't add that much. The article that was from the BBC was not as thorough as that, and I don't know if that means that the Weekly World News was just cramming in details that weren't real, or if they just did an overall, like the BBC just did an overall.
I feel like the BBC would have had less speculation going on.
Way less quotes.
Yeah, really not sticking around to talk to some of the locals about what happened. But it is an actual investigation that happened.
Yes.
There's a real disappearance.
Yes.
And the facts were reasonably correct. Because they were reported in both articles, right?
Yeah. A lot. There's a lot of filler, let's be real, in this article. But it's the Weekly World News.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I feel like I got more from the Weekly World News article than the BBC article, honestly.
Well, I'm sure. Because they're not going to say... I mean, it's just with a National Geographic article, right?
Right.
Where it's is something out there? And there's just, a paragraph about a specific incident where...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more invested in the Weekly World News. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. You guys, aliens.
Yeah, of course they're gonna get into the nitty gritty, but I feel that was the article that
Let's take a look at some of those pictures.
I'd like to see the image, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
We got. This is like, oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, it's gorgeous.
it is beautiful, and yeah, we'll have some of these photos up on social media, but this is the one that I'm specifically talking about because, as we can see,
Clearly,
someone is being thrown or jettisoned from a spaceship and is neglecting to do what, Tressa?
tuck and roll. It's almost as if somebody completely stole my idea for our merch, but that's cool. Whatever.
But ours comes with the warning of tuck and roll.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right.
Both of those things. Now, do we want to have an ad here before we get into the next article?
No, go for it.
All right.
Let's live dangerously.
Now, the next article, which if I can find the image for, of course I can, is this one.
Ooh, yeah.
Is this one. And it is our Bigfoot attacks
I'm excited.
article. I know.
Let's get into it.
All right, here we go. Crazed Bigfoot traps terrified teens, which is a great sentence, first of all. Come on.
Absolutely. It's great.
Yeah, let's read it again. Crazed Bigfoot traps terrified teens in remote wilderness cabin. Youngsters say the beast was trying
That's
to
the name of
kill
my
them.
autobiography.
Which part? The beast was trying to
title.
kill them, or Crazed Bigfoot?
Oh, it's all there. That's all of my autobiography.
Oh my gosh. Which will only be available on audio so that no one else is forced to read.
Right. Read horribly by me. You're welcome, America.
I can't wait. 3 teenagers endured 2 terrifying days trapped in a wilderness cabin, waiting for death at the hands of a crazed and rampaging Bigfoot. And though the 3 teens escaped with their lives, the memory of their encounter with the raging beast will haunt them forever. If we had stayed in that cabin one more day, it would have killed us all.
Why?
Well, that's what
Why
we
will it
find
haunt
out.
them forever?
That's what we find out, Tressa. That's how articles work.
I don't like waiting. It's worse than reading.
19-year-old Patty Bream told the news it could have smashed through the walls to get us. It kept getting braver and braver and more violent. The ghastly ordeal began only hours after Patty, her 15-year-old sister Kim, and her cousin Dave Brem, 15, drove from their homes in Racine, Wisconsin, for a 4-day stay in Dave's family cabin north of Stevens Point. We unpacked our clothes that evening and went for a walk in the woods to a nearby pond. We were enjoying a really beautiful evening when suddenly we heard deep growls and grunts. Dave spends a lot of time in the woods, and I asked him what animal makes that kind of sound. He said, "I don't know. I've never heard an animal like that." We passed it off as a bear or wild hog and went back to the cabin. I don't recall bears being in Wisconsin.
I don't know anything about nature, so I'm not going to question it.
I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wild hogs maybe.
You're wrong, Jenny. They're everywhere.
They're just out there looking for their picnic basket. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Pulling
Thank
it back.
Thank you. Pulling it right on back.
Kudos. Yeah.
I can mention a picnic basket in every episode. I'm
going to make that shirt.
Say it. I'd be so happy.
I support this fully. I love this growth for you.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to carry a picnic basket around at the next conference, by the way. Yeah. It's going to happen.
I support that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
The teenagers went to bed and slept through that first night undisturbed. It was to be the only peaceful night that they would enjoy. The following morning, Kim awoke early and left the cabin to sit on a bench near the woods. After a few minutes, she had the uncomfortable sensation that someone or something was watching her. Then she saw the Bigfoot. I guess this gets a little off. Guys, just so you know, this is reading from the article.
Wait. Do we need a trigger
No,
warning?
no trigger.
Okay.
No trigger warning. Just
Okay.
the language might not be the best. Let's see. I watched the thing for about 10 minutes. At first, I thought it was an Indian because it stood so still.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where we're going with that. Like,
I don't.
it seems strange, even for 1981.
Especially, well, no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let it go.
Like what?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, like a cigar store?
Right,
like
that's
a-
what I'm
like a
thinking.
curving, maybe?
Why would you not just say statue?
I
Stupid.
don't know. It seems odd in so many ways. When it started coming toward me, I ran back to the cabin as fast as I could. All right. Patty recalled Kim burst into the cabin all upset and crying. Wait, why did she run?
Yeah.
Or why did she cry?
Why was she scared?
I think there was a large hairy beast that may or may not have been a statue.
What kind?
I don't know. It wasn't clear from the article.
Okay.
David thought she was crazy and told her to go back to bed. I really think she was in shock. She just sat there. Later that morning, Patty had her first
I've had dates like that.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Not
bad.
Right.
Very good.
She just sat there. Later that morning, Patty had her first frightening encounter with the mysterious creature from the woods. The cabin is an A-frame with a deck that goes all the way around.
Cute.
I know, right? Kim went out on the deck and then rushed back inside. She was crying, and she said the creature was outside. We thought she was nuts, but I went outside for a look, and there it was, staring up at me. I was terrified.
That is so funny to me that she's running back to her cabin, like in shock. Everyone's like, "What's the problem? What's going on?" She's like, "Out there, that guy," and they're like, "What?" And he's just like, "So."
Hey guys, this is stuff.
You guys got any dried salmon?
What are you guys doing? Are you picking up that?
You want to play Uno?
If we know anything, it's that Bigfoot loves Uno.
Who doesn't? It's so fun.
I mean, really, honestly.
Come on.
It's the king of card games.
Mm-hmm.
It had long white hair and what looked like deep black holes for eyes. The hair wasn't shaggy. It was shiny and healthy looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like interdimensional Bigfoot.
Does it, or just a very well-groomed Bigfoot?
Yeah, interdimensional. Yes.
Well-groomed.
It's the same thing.
What?
There's no well-groomed forest-dwelling Bigfoot. They're all smelly and matted.
Primates groom each other, right?
Not Bigfoot. They're smelly and matted. I know this.
For a fact?
Yes. I saw it once on TV, and I heard it on the radio. So, checkmate.
Facts, and I apologize, Tressa. I kneel for your vast knowledge of TV and the radio.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate the knowledge. When Dave went outside to see the creature for himself, it had already vanished into the woods. His meeting with the
See, that's what you expect.
What, that it had run? Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was just
or just left. Yeah.
maybe it's more afraid of the dudes than it is the ladies. It was like, hey, I'm just gonna hang out. She looks dumb.
So, you ladies like silver foxes?
Ladies like Uno
and picnics
and baskets. All right. Also, this thing was big. It was about 7 feet tall and well over 300 pounds. So when Dave went outside to see the creature for himself, it had already vanished into the woods. His meeting with the frightening creature was to come later that evening. I saw it at the edge of the woods, he said. I could see the upper part of its body. It kind of bent sideways and ducked down and shot for the cabin. I ran inside and locked the door. That night, the snow-white beast went on a rampage in the garage beneath the cabin. We heard it crashing around and slamming things, Patty said. We didn't sleep a wink that night. We kept hearing that thing prowling around beneath us. The next day, the creature, apparently overcoming its fear of humans, returned to the secluded cabin. We hear clawing and pounding on the wall, Kim said. Clawing?
I don't like that.
No, it doesn't sound good.
Because if you imagine a primate, no, listen. You imagine a primate, it's got like fingernails. That's like horrific to imagine clawing at a door.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The next, when it was on the far side of the cabin, we all ran outside, jumped in the car, and locked the doors. Later, when we went back to the cabin,
the car wouldn't start. Oh.
That night, the three terrified teenagers locked themselves inside the cabin. It became their prison for the next 2 days as the Bigfoot went on its terrifying rampage.
Wait, hold on. I missed something.
What?
I thought they escaped the cabin and drove off.
Yeah, and then they went back. Yeah, they just went to town for like a snack.
They went to go get a taquito and they're like...
I don't know. Yeah, like, boy, that taquito sure made me brave. I'm going to go back and check this thing out. I mean...
I've said it so many times before. And I'm going to say it again.
And I know
kids are
exactly
stupid.
What you're gonna say. Oh, I thought you were going to say taquitos make me brave.
That's also true, but kids are stupid.
I know that. I've
also.
seen it. You have one too many taquitos and you're out tearing up 7-Elevens.
Yeah. I am, yes.
Yeah.
Frequently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I get to watch the video and the court proceedings on Court Cam TV.
That's right. And they make me so hot. And my clothes get uncomfortable. And I just gotta,
And you attack and rampage?
Yeah, I turn into Hulk. Hulk for taquitos. Go ahead.
That night, the three terrified teenagers locked themselves in the cabin. It became their prison for the next 2 days as the Bigfoot went on its terrifying rampage. It got braver and braver. Finally, it came up on the deck and smashed a window. I don't know why it didn't break in. It could have got to us. There was nothing we could have done to stop it. After 2 terrible days, the beast left Patty, Kim, and Dave. And they sped home to tell their incredible story to disbelieving people.
Oh, and then they went right back to the cabin right after they got home. They're like, exactly. Hey, you guys, guess what happened? We're going to go back.
So my dad and a friend later went to the cabin to look
Of course they did.
Patty said they didn't see the creature, but they found a huge footprint and 2 long white hairs. They also saw the damage the thing had done to the walls of the cabin. Though the 3 youths were safe at home, the memory of their gruesome adventure won't be easily forgotten. We all have nightmares, Patty said. We always will.
Listen. Yeah. So the kids had a party and totally wrecked the house, the cabin, and so they had to make up this story that an albino Bigfoot attacked them.
Yeah,
but didn't
pretty much.
Them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was so. Basically, I couldn't find a lot on this incident, but I did find another article and another report about it. By the way, this is the illustration, which is
Gorgeous.
just absolutely stunning in its detail.
Thank you, young Patty.
Yeah, young Patty really did a good job.
What year did that take place? Was it in 1981, the same as this article?
Yeah, it was in 1981. So there were a few additional details in the article, in the other report that I found. And the other report that I found actually came from The Psychic Sasquatch by Jack Lapsarides.
Sure.
Which was published in 1998. So he actually went out and talked to these individuals and did his own separate little interview.
Tell me.
So, yeah, so Patty was 19 at the time, Kim was 15. Sisters included their address, which is weird, but they lived in Racine.
Oh, that's what they did. Oh, this is a book though. Like in these papers, they would in these papers, like up until like the 60s, maybe 70s, they would just print everyone's full address, like victims of crimes. They're just like, oh, you know, that guy that lives at this specific place.
Anybody. But this is the 80s, so it seems a little different. But yeah. So they had gone on August 6th to a cabin. They were there for 4 days. They reported basically the same incidents that happened, but here's where they decided to call the police, and so a police officer came to the cabin and looked into this appearance
at the time.
Yeah, at the time. No, they called the police to the cabin before they did anything else. They're like, "Hey, we saw something weird. Like, come on out to the cabin." Right? So they didn't leave for the whole weekend. They called the police. They actually did leave and go to town, and then they went back. And then when the weekend was supposed to end, they just drove home. Like, the car was fine. They had a vehicle. It was not a space vehicle. But they had a vehicle.
So they were high, right? Like, well,
that's my assumption.
A bunch of kids in the 80s, like, they took too much LSD. Like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, it was very strange. So,
wait, the guy that wrote that book, did he interview the cop that was there that got called out there?
I don't think so, because I haven't read the book. So, I mean, maybe he
did.
Well,
you love to read.
I got a lot of list of other stuff to read.
Yeah, it sounds wrong.
So they saw the creature a couple of times. They actually saw two.
Two?
Yeah. So there was a second one that they saw that came up the stairs. And the kid Dave was like, the second one came up the stairs. I yelled at it. You couldn't put what I said in the paper, but you can say I cussed at it. We were sick of it. So they looked in the windows, pacing around. They stayed up all night and fell asleep during the day. So their dad, Patty and Kim's dad, went out with a friend of his to go check it out. He went with, his name was Raleigh. The guy that he went with was a guy by the name of Gordy Lauren.
Lightfoot? Oh.
Gordon Lightfoot took a break from his touring schedule to go up and check out this Bigfoot. But they did find 2 sets of human-like tracks in the mud next to the pond near the cabin. They made a plaster cast of one of those prints. The rest of the tracks were in the water. The foot was about 11 inches long with what appears to be 6 toes. The heel is relatively narrow. From the way the front end of the foot dug in, I would say the animal walks with its weight forward, and I would say it weighs about 165 pounds. They also found 2 hairs. They plan to have the hairs analyzed. They did not want the exact location of the cabin known.
But their home address is fine.
But their home address is fine. So they gave as a reason if people find out where it is, you'll have guys from Milwaukee and Madison racing up there with their guns and their 6-packs shooting at anything that looks like it will turn white.
That is fair.
It's fair.
And accurate.
Yeah. So Dave recalls thinking at the time that if he had had a gun, he would have shot at it. So this author's explanation was probably the reason for the Sasquatch aggression. I explained to Dave that the creatures are profoundly psychic and can read a person's mind easily. Dave's thinking he wanted to kill it was in reality telling the Sasquatch he wanted to. His negative thoughts were unknowingly projected, and it angered the creature. It is no different from walking up to a huge man hiking in the woods and saying to him, "Your size and looks frighten me. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you. Try it sometime. Threaten a large man, you might well get a punch in the nose. Nobody likes to be threatened, not even a giant Sasquatch."
Hey,
The
sir.
creature apparently overreacted, but this report should give additional insight into why some Sasquatch react with aggression. Like attracts like. Think kind thoughts when in Bigfoot territory because it can monitor your mind.
I'm gonna start going up to large men and telling them they frighten me. Because it's true. Listen, I'm just being honest.
It's accurate. I like how you said the creature apparently overreacted.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to interview that guy. Is he still around? I want to hear all his stories and opinions on overreactions.
But I did look up some of these characters, some of these folks, the teenagers, and 2 of the 3 are still with us and very much living in Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I guess. So. Yeah, it's Wisconsin. Why would you leave?
Yeah, it's true. It's very, very true. Very, very true.
Hey, speaking of great things, I got it.
Oh, hey, Tressa.
Jeni?
Oh, I'm just reading my book by international TV sensation, Dave Schrader.
I'm reading the book, too. I don't remember the name of it or who wrote it.
Yeah. There. I like your shirt.
I got it on monstersloungepodcast.com. You've got a great shirt, too.
Oh, this? That's so weird. I got it at monstersloungepodcast.com, too. They have really great stuff. A full variety. I know, right? They have everything. Shirts. Tote bags. Clutches. A phone case, I think. It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best. Jeni, I've got more UFO junk. Are you ready for this?
I'm super ready for this. Let's go.
Close Encounters, the world's most baffling UFO stories. Also, the facts were compiled by UFO expert Ronald D. Story in his latest book, UFOs and the Limits of Science, William Morrow and Company, Inc., $12.95, by Ronald D. Story. I like that they added that.
I do too.
A routine Army helicopter flight became an unforgettable close encounter in the skies. At a height of 1,200 feet, 4 Army aviators suddenly found they were on a frightening collision course with a speeding UFO that stopped dead in front of them. The young pilot was flying... Yes?
Are they playing chicken? Are UFOs...
Yes.
Do UFOs play chicken on a regular basis?
Often. Yes, they do, actually.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
All right.
I do not know.
Yeah, and he had lost control of his aircraft. The bull, I don't get that, of the large metallic flying saucer was just too much. I was numb, Coyne said later. Like any bump, And Coyne was the commander of the Army Reserve helicopter midway between Columbus, Ohio, and its destination, Cleveland. Captain Lawrence J. Coyne was in command of the aircraft, a giant Bell UH-1 helicopter. His crew included Sergeant John Healy, flight medic, seated behind him next to the cargo door, and Sergeant Robert Yaneska, the front seat pilot. I'm pretty sure that was right. At 11 p.m. on October 18th, 1978, the Army Reserve helicopter was halfway between Columbus, Ohio, and its destination, Cleveland. At first, they thought it might be a navigation beacon or the warning light on top of a radio or TV tower at a distant airfield. Healy watched for a minute or so before telling Coyne. 30 seconds later, Yanesek had sensed danger. The light was headed straight for them in a direct collision course. It was moving at about 700 miles. Yes?
I don't like that the co-pilot or anybody on the aircraft waited to say, hey, I think there's danger. Hey, what's that weird light? Hey, there's a thing in the sky. I don't like the waiting.
Yeah, but
I feel like that should be immediate.
Yeah, but what if it was a beacon? What if it was a light tower, and then everyone would make fun of him for the rest of his career?
That's true.
Nobody wants to be bullied.
No. Nobody wants to be on a helicopter with a guy who overreacts.
Right, because he's going to be a weenie for the rest of his life.
Right.
You're welcome.
Continue. Thank you.
Okay. Light was headed straight for them in a direct collision course. It was moving at about 700 miles per hour. Coyne grabbed the controls to try to take the chopper down. Another spine-tingling minute passed. The men were now below the object, and they saw it clearly. This thing came out of nowhere and just stopped, Yanesek said later. It was like the hull of a dark submarine. It just stopped, and I mean stopped, for maybe 10 or 12 seconds. I really didn't expect to see a collision because the object was obviously under control, said Coyne. The edges were sharp. It was an exceedingly bright, starry night, and the object's fast approach lit it out against the sky. The red light, which they had seen earlier, had now changed into an intense green. At the back of the domed cylinder was another red light, a green light, and a white light as well. Exactly when the cockpit turned green, the stream of green light from the hovering craft shone down on the men. The magnetic compass of the copter swung wildly, and Coyne struggled to bring the chopper under control. It suddenly climbed from 1,700 feet to 3,800 feet and then stopped climbing.
Oh,
yeah,
that's wild. Also, with the compass, like the magnetic interference, like that's wild. Okay, you know what? I'm buying this. Weekly World News. I'm into it.
Oh, it's
let's
a
go.
big one.
Bring it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Okay, yeah.
I got really
the helicopter.
Sorry, you guys.
You're welcome. The helicopter seemed to move up without their seeming to touch it. Science writer James Oberg called the case truly spectacular and unsolved. He said that perhaps a relationship between an alien spaceship might be expected to behave in the manner described, credible or not. The Coyne UFO file is, Oberg says, one of the best on record. Okay.
All right.
And then there's a picture of ufologist Ronald D. Story. And he interviewed everybody. Let's take a look at some of these thingies. So that's Mr. Story.
All right, great jacket. Love it. Okay.
Fantastic jacket. It's the leisure suit. You can be businesslike and just hang out at the same time. And then, an artist's rendition of what's going on. I feel like it was more, I don't know. But wait till you see the drawing. Are you ready for the drawing?
I don't know that I am.
You're not. Here we go. There you go. There you go. Who did that?
Did he sign it at the side? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
he signed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Coin's drawing of the object. It looks like an earwig. No, it looks like
yeah, you're right. It's like a cigar, like that's held up
with
by.
2 strands of hair. Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably the light and not legs, like it looks like it is. All right. That's my story. But listen, this was the same month that the Pascagoula. Wait, is that the way you say it? What am I thinking of?
You're. I am no help.
Pascagoula, Mississippi, which is
Okay.
the story that I covered like at the beginning of the show. 2 guys were abducted and there were witnesses, and that's where Tuck and Roll came from, because
That's right.
I was like, they just dropped him off, like, and then we
That's
got
right.
into
I
the whole
forgot all
Tuck and Roll
about
thing.
that.
Yeah. So that was the same exact month that happened. This happened in where's Tuscaloosa? Wherever that is, Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. I did it right. Yay!
You did. Good for you.
Yeah, hurrah! But this was a big year, 1978. No, 73. Yeah, 73. The year I was born. Oh, there were a ton of. Thank you. Of UFO sightings back in 73. And like this article talks about, maybe it was the political unrest that was going on all over the place. Maybe.
Interesting.
Maybe, I don't know.
All right.
I mean, we need our asses put in gear by aliens. I don't know.
Apparently, in
But,
1973, that was a thing.
Yeah. And this was a huge case. It's like one that people like don't really dispute. They're like, yeah, tell us more. He talked to the United Nations about it.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. And going through, I like going through the Weekly World News like this because you're learning about stuff that's kind of in the it sounds absolutely ridiculous and absolutely like you just kind of assume these things were made up. But when we started researching, when I started researching when we first wanted to do these episodes, I was like, this is great. First of all, the story of how this paper started is just
hilarious.
Weird. Yeah, it's just funny. And then the fact that they just scoured the globe for random articles, and I just assumed would be 99% embellished. And they changed a lot of the phrasing, and yes, a lot of the stories, especially later on, were completely, totally fabricated. And they came out and they said, like, these were the ones, these were fabricated. But a lot of them...
They did do that?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them, they're like, yeah, no,
that?
made it up. But a lot of the, especially in the earlier issues, they found articles and you can find correlating information.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Thanks,
which
Jeni.
is it's wild. It's cool.
It's very
I
cool.
got a kick out of it.
Me too.
Yeah.
God bless.
Seriously.
Listen, I feel like. Did you have another article? I forget.
No, I had the 2 articles. It was just little random bits of nothing after that, but
you know what I'm really curious about?
what career we should have.
What career I should have.
Yeah, I think that would be a perfect way to end the show as well, is to look at the careers that we should have.
Yeah, because I don't
Because-
have one.
Because guess what?
What?
They have astrologers who work for
Top
the Weekly
astrologers.
who would tell you all sorts of information, not only like your horoscope for the month, but apparently what you should do as a career. Would you like to hear mine?
I'm waiting.
Okay. All right. So I am an Aries. Unsurprising to anyone. You have a tremendous executive ability and need lots of latitude. A pioneer in spirit, you should be in an action job. Out rounding up clients, tracing missing persons, leading a treasure expedition.
Yes.
You're happiest at jobs with flexible hours. Ideal careers. Ideal careers. Aviation, criminal law,
Yeah.
radio, television.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is like radio.
It is. Let's see. Sales. No thanks.
Yeah.
Public relations. Or
I
advertising.
can see it.
Yeah.
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 So what are you going to do? Which one do you choose?
Aviation.
This moment. Okay. You've just chosen for the rest of your life. Everybody heard you. So
Aviation. Guys, I'm off to flight school.
okay.
I can't see very well, and I don't like to wear glasses. So I might be back very soon. Some good possibility.
Or not.
Or I'll lead a treasure expedition. Whatever. We never know.
You should do
Who
that one.
knows?
Is that a job you can get?
I think
Treasure
so.
expeditioner?
I'm gonna look on Indeed and Monster and
Treasure.
drop off my application.
All right.
So, but what's your? I'm excited about this.
Listen, before we go into mine, let's take a look at this page because it's beautiful.
Oh,
He's fighting that guy. Get in the water, guy.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
I like how Howard Hughes is at the bottom.
Yeah, because his birthday was December 24th.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a Sagittarius, obviously. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
You love adventure and crave travel as much as other signs crave security. With your intelligence... What? Why is that funny?
Oh, no.
With your intelligence and resourcefulness, you can excel at any job, so long as it's not repetitious, and you'll be happiest when on the move. Choose work that is challenging. No, thank you. Ideal careers. Airline pilot. Jenny.
Oh my God.
Steward. Or we could.
Monsters
Let's start
Airline.
an airline.
All right.
I'm really excited. Okay, well, let me get through this first.
Yes.
And then we'll go through our business plan. Steward or stewardess, travel agent, real estate, criminal law, horse training, lifeguard, pro athlete, theatrical agent, import, export business. I'm going to be a pro athlete and then a horse trainer. And then we can start our airline if you're cool with that. I just have to explore the world a little bit.
Uh-huh. You realize you have to leave to do that, right?
Where?
Get on a plane and go interact with people. I like the part where it recommends you being a stewardess. Flight attendants.
Gross.
Horse trainer, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
horses are great.
Yeah, you don't like smells though, so
I don't like smells.
no.
But I've been a horse girl in my life. It's fine.
All right, then we're into
But
it.
I'm not gonna go up and down an aisle picking up people's trash though.
No.
Asking for their trash, get all the way out of here. No, thank you.
No, again, then you could end up on court TV.
If I was a stewardess.
Yeah, okay, so let me explain that one. Because my other thing that I enjoy sometimes watching is the body cam footage of the police officers who come to escort people off the plane when they're making a racket.
A racket.
And
Yes,
they
a
get
scene.
little tipsy,
you
a
will.
little scene, yes.
Oh, I do love
for
that.
For some reason, I do love that. Because I see them in airports all the time. Not the actual where it's to the extent of the police being called, but people who are unhappy or angry or, chewing out some poor, desk person at an airline. Because what do you think anybody can do at that point in time?
Oh, that's
What do
not
you think
rationality.
being rude is going to help. Anyway, so I watch it, and the body cam footage is great. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's wear a body cam and get me all the good dramatic right away. And then you submit it to Court Cam TV when they end up in court as the backstory. And it's like this person supplied our backstory footage for us.
What exactly do I get out of this?
I'm using me.
Oh, that's worth it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jenny, it was so nice having you here. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I really enjoyed it. This is a tremendous show. I hope you do
Well, I agree.
in the
thank
future.
you.
It's
Thank
fun.
you.
It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you genuinely care.
I really do.
And,
really do.
And I feel loved and accepted. And thank you for the gift, a picnic basket that you left in the green room.
You know, I'm glad you like that. I wasn't sure about kumquats, but I'm glad you liked it.
I do like kumquat.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Everybody else, hey, go check out our website and see our merch. And I promise, for sure, for real though, we're gonna have 2 new Patreon stuff things up there because we kind of dropped the ball, and I'm real sorry about that. But I did. I'm real sorry about that. We'll make up for it, and then some, because we love you.
It's true.
So anyway,
Right.
thanks for joining us, and thanks for enjoying your time or whatever at the Monsters Lounge.